All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. Unto this thy foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom. In the Hebrew, which means peace. It's going to be a quick show through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Another different aspect to how to look at this abominable thing that's going around amongst Israel. And what it is going around Israel is a sickness. The same sickness that we had as a people, that sickness is popping up. And what is that sickness? That sickness is sickness of unbelievers. All right. The scripture says what? The just shall live by faith. And the Lord is showing that amongst Israel, there's a lot of unbelievers. The scripture says one thing, and you have people that's going around saying something different. Different breakdowns, different interpretation. And this latest interpretation, which is a fucking abominable interpretation, is the spirit of unbeliever. That's not a spirit of unbelief. A couple quick scriptures. I'm trying not to make this long. It says, where is that? Hebrews 3:12 says, "Take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief, and departing from the living power." So take heed. This is why the Lord is showing the nastiness of these other camps. Now, several brothers can always reminisce at the beginning of this thing on YouTube, how we got called, and a lot of brothers was window shopping at the moment, and everybody used to be like, "Oh, this guy is good, this guy is that." But lo and behold, through the process of time and the process of time and things that's happening, a lot of these different individuals, these different camps, have shown their true colors. And their true colors is they're wicked. All right. There's always an underlining thing with them. They're not fully coming correct. Verse 13, but exalt one another daily. This is why we do daily shows. All right. It's about exalting. All right. Putting us in a prominent position of understanding of the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay. While it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. So it's a daily fight. It says, "For we are made partakers of Yahushai if we hold the beginning of our confidence, steadfastness unto the end." So what is our confidence? Our confidence is within Yahushai. That's what we confident in. All right. When you break down the word confidence, it means with faith. All right. With faith. Our faith is in Yahushai. This is why some from the apostles, unlike these other camps, they never sold out. They didn't take the 501(c)(3) charter. They didn't delay in the coming of the Lord. All right. It says, verse 15, "What is said today, if you will hear his voice, harden not your hearts, as in the provocation, which is your calling." Right? Don't harden your mind when he calls you. For some, when they had heard, did provoke, howbeit not all that came out of Egypt by Moses. And why does this always come about? Because there was a great distinguishing of those who actually saw everything and those that was born in the wilderness. And our hopes and our praise is to be those that was born in the wilderness, because those that was born in the wilderness was granted to go into the promised land. Okay, that's what we want. And we know in the promised land, it's called the promised land for a reason. It says, "But with whom was he grieved 40 years, and was not with them that had sinned, whose carcass shall fell in the wilderness, and whom swore he that they would not enter into his rest, but to them that believe not. So those that didn't believe didn't enter the rest. The rest was the land. So we see that they could not enter in because of unbelief. And what's happening, you have another spirit. You have seducing spirits, but you have spirits that's people that don't believe. So they make crazy statements, this out of the world statements, to throw the scent off the people. All right, and that's what this man is doing. He's casting a spell over his congregation, and people can't see it because they don't believe. Okay, how can you tell somebody you're gonna be at rest? We finally made it, but the enemy is gonna come up again and spring up against us. That's fucking ludicrous. Hebrews 4:11. It says, "Let us labor therefore to enter that rest." All right. So all the videos, everything that we're doing, we're laboring for that rest. That rest is what? The kingdom of heaven. It says, "Lest any man shall fall after the same example of unbelief." It says, which again I said, the rest, right? Hebrews 13:4. No, sorry, 13:14. "For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come. And that continuing city that we seek is the kingdom of Yahushua, which was promised to us." Which was promised. This is why the disciples who became apostles asked the Lord. Acts 1:5. It says, 6. When they therefore come together, they asked of him, saying, "Lord, wilt thou at this time restore the kingdom to Israel?" So why would they ask this question for? Because they know we ruled at one time. And they know the prophecy states that once we get back into the land, we will never come out of that land. Nobody's going to be able to take us out because the Lord is going to be physically with us. If you believe that the Lord is not going to be with you, you have the spirit of unbelief. And if you have the spirit of unbelief, the Lord is going to spew you out. You're useless. This is what's being manifested out of these different camps. Their spirit is the spirit of unbelief. When you had great prophets question and say, "Lord, when are you going to restore the kingdom unto us? When are you going to give us our kingdom? When are you going to do this? When is the end of the age?" And this, that, to the third, because the age to come is going to be everlasting age, which is promised by him. So if we believers, we got to believe every single word that the Lord said, right? Matter of fact, let me get this one. Sirach 2:10. It says, "Look at the generation of old and see, did any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering, very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in the time of affliction. Woe to be the fearful hearts, faint hands, and the sinners that go two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will you do when the Lord shall visit you? They that fear the Lord would not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him. What is well pleasing unto the Lord? Belief. All right, believe in his word. We are about to enter our rest. And he wants us to enter our rest. He wants us to be to feel safe. We are his children. How the fuck he's gonna allow well, he said he's gonna take all these nations down for all the things that they did unto us and allow these people to come back and torture us? That's torment. All right? That's an act of that's a sadistic God if that's the case. And who are we serving? This is the last go around. All right? This is it. We at the latter days. So how the hell this shit don't make no sense, man. I'm trying to wrap my brain around it. I'm trying to be PC, but goddamn. But anyway, that whole congregation shows lack of faith, lack of belief for them to listen to this clown to believe that shit. It says, "They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight, saying he will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men. For as his majesty is, so is his mercies." So the Lord's mercy is beyond understanding. That's what the scripture says. I read it. Yes, the last one. Let me get it again. I'm not acting like it's just like a continuation. Let me get that. Micah 7:18. It says, "Who is the Most High like unto thee, that parteth iniquity, and passeth by the transgression of the remnant of his heritage? He retaineth not his anger forever, because he delighteth in mercy. He will turn again, he will have compassion upon us. He will subdue our iniquities, and thou wilt cast all the sins in the depths of the sea." So the Lord is not going to consider anything that we've done in the past. We got a clean slate. And here guys are talking about we're going to go back. The enemy is going to come back again. This is crazy. He says, Revelation 21:1, "And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea." So what is the new heaven and new earth? The refreshing of the same earth. All right? And the rulers that rule now, they're not going to rule no longer. Because it's going to be a change of God. It's going to be, we're in a transitional period of the power. All right? And it says, "I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband." So this marriage is between Yahushua and the elect of the nation of Israel. You think the Lord is going to allow his Eve to go back into captivity? To be distressed again? After the renewing? You must be crazy. It says, "I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them, and to be their power." So that right there, that should be the end of the discussion of this whole melee. But you have people, once again, the great oil leak that's taking place. Real quick, I had a quick precept. I believe it's Zechariah 2 and about 5. Zechariah 2 and 5. It says, matter of fact, I started 2 and 4. "And he said unto him, Run, speak this young man, saying, Jerusalem shall be inhabited as towns without walls, for the multitude of men and cattle therein. For I, saith the Lord, will be unto her a wall of fire round about, and will be the glory in the midst of her." So the Lord himself is, like it says in Revelation, he's going to be there himself. Are we going to have walls? Yes, we're going to have walls. But the Lord said he's going to be like a fire over us. So ain't no way in hell nobody's going to come against us, period. He's going to be there. Verse 4, Revelations 12 and 21 and 4. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. They shall no more death. Because what equals to death? The wages of sin is death. All right? We're not going to sin no more. There's no reasoning for the Lord to bring up any weapon against us. All right? The Lord said that the vessel that was fitted for destruction, he's going to destroy. And the vessel is fitted for mercy. We are the vessel fitted for mercy. So why would it, anyway, it says, there shall no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And he that sit upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new, which is kainos. The Greek word is kainos, renewed. And he said unto me, write, for these words are true and faithful. So, that's another thing. So that's what the Lord is saying. That means that this guy, Nate, is adding to the scriptures. Because according to what the Lord is saying, the words are true and faithful, meaning it's going to happen. He's going to wipe the tears off our eyes. We're going to be at peace. He's going to be with us. All that. And he said unto me, it is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of water of life freely. And he that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and the unbelieving and the abominable, murderers and whoremongers, sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire, brimstone, which is the second death. There is no third death. There's only the second death. We ain't about to enter the second death. So all the unbelieving spirits, everybody that's doubting this and doubting that, but the scriptures are saying you're an unbeliever. And for that unbelief, the Lord's going to judge you ultimately. So we got to be in a point where there's going to be there are going to be great offenses coming at all working, all sides. And you know what we got to say? That's bull. And we're going to bring out the scriptures behind that. Anybody that says anything against what the Lord promised, you are an enemy to the Lord. And we are going to fight, not physically, spiritually, because this thing of ours is about faith and belief. We believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. If he said we're going to be at rest, you have a resting place for us, we're going to be at rest. Nobody's going to lift up no arms against us, nothing. All right? That's going to be impossible to take place. So with that being said, like I said, I was going to try to make this short. Shalom to the elect of the nations, and shalom.